It happened that the president of Uganda issued an executive order number 3, directing whoever has bought customary land that there is nothing like buying customary land in Acholi. Then this has been reversed severally. Above all, the president says the Balaalo in Acholi can stay if they can fence their places. But as DP, we need to clarify a few things very forthright. There is no tribe in Uganda called Balaalo. Balaalo is an economic occupation of nomad cattle herders. And whoever is hiding behind Balaalo, I would like to tell you, Acholis have coexisted with Balaalo a long time ago, even before 1986. Every home that had more than 20 heads of cattle had a Balaalo in Acholi. But the ones whom the Acholis are saying should leave land are majorly people who are standing in for senior UPDF officers. And the land being bought in huge quantities in thousands are not by Balaalo. They are by senior UPDF officers and senior government officials. And why are people selling land to them? There is no private land in Acholi. The land you hear in Acholi is land divided into 5 categories. The Acholi have land for farming, for those who don't have cattle and those who have cattle. So that your cattle does not go into grazing, into gardens. It is called Aker, A-K-E-R. That is land dedicated for cultivation, whether you have cattle or not. Then there is land called Olet, O-L-E-T. It is where you graze your animals, okay? Then there is what is called Okang, O-K-A-N-G. It is where you had farmed before, but it is now wasted land wanting to recover. So then we have hunting ground, which is called Timdwa. Now it is this Timdwa that some people, out of poverty, out of destitution, as a result of war, as a result of having been put in camps where the leadership that holds the family together is broken. So individuals now take leadership to sell land. And why are they selling land? And this is the concern of anger that the Acholi people have. The Acholi people are selling land as a last resort, not to be left behind, because education is too expensive. There is no free education anymore. And if you don't educate your children, you will lag behind. And who has made education very expensive? Government. Who else? Is there any more UPE? Secondly, health. Once you fall sick, you're condemned into poverty. So the Acholi people are selling land to go and take care of their own. Can you believe that Acholi people are selling land to bury their own? They cannot feed their own. Now, why are the Acholi people so poor that they are selling land? These are the reasons, and they are obvious. For over 20 years, there was war in Acholi. And the war was never declared, the area was never declared a disaster area. Why? We were headed into camps. And from camps, people went back barehanded, without anything. So the people who went back, after 20 years of being in IDP camp, very poor, went back home without leadership, because some of our grandparents back into the community. People are poor because of government policy. And this must be addressed. There is no single home in Acholi that has been compensated for being in war and having lost property in the war. There is no single child of anybody who has died in the war, in the hands of government or rebels, that has been recognized. There are 15,000 dead or missing children in the whole of Acholi sub-region. Did you know? Over 15,000 dead or missing children who have never been buried or found. Now, these are the people who should be tilling lands, should be supporting their families. And the homes are poor. The mothers, we have grandmothers taking care of grandchildren. They don't have their own children. And the government looks on with the PRDP, NUSAF, NITEP, over 5 trillion shillings has gone in Acholi, but nothing is seen in the people. That's why people are selling land, selling public land, and the public land is being bought by generals and officers of the UPDF army and senior government officials. So you ask, why are the Acholi people annoyed and sending away people you call Balaalo? I want to repeat, there is no tribe called Balaalo. Who are those hiding behind this connotation called Balaalo? Can we find out whom they are? Because all Ugandans belong to some ethnic group. So who are they? Now, these people come as far as North Tanzania. They come as far as Burundi and Rwanda. They come as far as Congo. Where do they pass with their animals? What happened to biological safety that animals cross borders the way they were? Whose animals are they? So there is what we know is happening now. Some of these officers are timing and taking big swath of land that has mineral under. Why? Because they want to become land and mineral speculators. They still go ahead to make sure the locals don't even get access right fees for those exploring oil, for those exploring minerals. Acholi is rich in nickel, which is traded internationally. Acholi is rich in gold. Acholi has uranium. Acholi has mica. Acholi has oil. But can you believe that none of the oil even has a name of a well named after Acholi? So that's why people are annoyed. People are insecure. It is not true that Acholi don't like other non-Ugandans. It's not true. We have Subi, the Subi group of charity. With the schools in Acholi. Have you ever had people chasing Baganda with the Subi from Canada? Have you ever had? Why Balaalo? We have a Moroccan in Uganda who has rehabilitated our people in Ukoro through sports and agriculture. Have you ever had Acholis chasing him? So this connotation that Acholis are chasing non-Acholis is wrong. Acholis are thinking government has a hidden agenda that put them in IDP camps, that brought war, has brought PRDP. And the PRDP has never changed anybody's life. You know whose life PRDP has changed? Uganda police. We always see PRDP written on pickups of police. Because strategic objective number 1 of PRDP is to consolidate governmental powers. Economic revitalization is the last objective of PRDP. So that is what is making the Acholi people say Balaalo should go. But the truth is we are investigating who are these Balaalo. These Balaalo have a face. These Balaalo have a tribe. Behind these Balaalo are government officials and senior UPDF generals. And that is the reason why President MUSEVENI is dilly-dallying, is always postponing, is trying to manage these soldiers. Because we know of recent in West Africa, so many coups have happened. And therefore, now that he has discovered the generals he sent to remove the Balaalo who are associated with the Kaihura, because remember the Balaalo were first chased by Museveni when Kaihura was still IGP. After Kaihura and chasing the Balaalo who are associated with the Kaihura, we now have people hiding behind Balaalo. But these are people who went and found land of vulnerable people. I want to tell you the most affected sub-counties with Balaalo was Palabek in Lamour. They managed to let the Balaalo leave. Now it is a place called Balaalo. Balaalo is the birthplace of General Brigadier Pirino Koya. Now, why are the Balaalo in Brigadier General Pirino Okoya's home? When Pirino was assassinated in 1971-72, the Acholis of his home area, educated people, got so annoyed and they joined the UNLF, and most of them died in a ship that the president of Uganda, Tito Okello, did not know about, in Lake Victoria. So the groom, the cream, the pride of Balaalo all perished in the liberation war against Amin. So now the same army soldiers are taking advantage of people who died and have never been compensated. That's the problem. It's like in Luero, after the war, when your children in Luero have died, the people who fought with your children take over your land. Is that fair? Are you understanding this? It is more than just tribalism. It is called displacement economics. Displacement economy, where a group of people's economy is shifted away and another team comes and takes over the economy. That's what is happening. Because borders are the only things that children are now doing. Large farms, they are not there. They have thousands of acres of land, but government cannot guarantee to give them the resources to utilize their land. Instead, they give their land to others, and government gives those rich people money. You with the land do not give it. So that is the reason. They're saying, why should we give away our land and get banks look for security? What better security do you have than land? So they are making our land useless. Our human resource has been depleted. So as DP is a center-right party that cherishes family, cherishes culture, cherishes, disorganize their culture. You are killing their culture. So as DP, we stand with the Acholi people and any other tribe that has been unfairly exploited. This also includes the Banyoro and the Lami. This includes the Bafuruchi, wherever they are. This also includes the native Baganda, who will survive on cotton and banana. If you don't rehabilitate their cotton and banana, we shall never get the Benedicto Chuanukas to go and study out of cotton in America, in London, to come back. So you're killing a group of people. It's called displacement economics. And that's what we're fighting. So Ugandans, this is our country, and the economic field must be fair to everybody. If you're willing, capable, you should get a job. If you have factors of production, banks should help you. Banks should not look at your tribe.